Hi, this is Jani Basha. I completed my BE Electronics and Communication in BMS College of Engineering, Bangalore. And today I would like to give a presentation on mainly struts. In the earlier, we have discussed about the servlets and GSP. Before that, we have only the two layers. That is, the structured application can be separated into two layers. First one is the interaction layer, and second one is the processing layer. Interaction layer acts as an interface to the clients. It processes the request, receives the request, processes the request, and generates a response. Generates a response according to the request. But the processing layer processes the request. By performing the business logic. By performing the business logic in the according to the request, it accesses from the database and also integrated with the EES. Why two layers are required? Because responsibilities among the components can be clearly defined. Separation of concerns among components increases flexibility, maintainability, and scalability. Change in the one layer does not affect the change in other layer, but also these components can be easily reusable by multiple applications. After that, developer starts thinking about a more efficient way of developing the web application using three-tier architecture, that is MVC. Whenever I talk about this MVC, I always compare with the analogy that's in a real-time application. That is, we have in a typical restaurant, we have mainly three roles are playing in who are working in the restaurant. First one is the waiter, second one cook, third one is the presenter. In the waiter usually takes an order from the customer, table and passes the request, passes the order to the cook. Cook does not worry about where the dish comes from, but cook only plays the roles to cook the dish. That's it. And presenter is for decoration purpose. He will use the presenter usually present in the fancy restaurants. That's For example, I'm going to tell about the analogy of MVC architecture. We have the table here. This is the waiter. Waiter takes an order. Waiter takes an order from the table and handovers to the cook. Cook does not worry about where the dish comes from, but cook only knows the cooking of dish. After cooking the dish, appropriate dish, it will passes back to the waiter. Waiter passes to the presenter. This is the presenter. Presenter is used for decoration purpose in fancy restaurants. Presenter decorates the dish and finally passes back to the table with the customer. This way, I always represented MVC pattern as a typical restaurant. We shall start discussing about more technically here. First, the user sends a request. The user makes a request to the controller. Controller here is servlet, action servlet. After that, it will pass us back to the business logic. Here, B. User makes a request to the controller. Controller processes the request and passes to the business logic. Here, business logic plays an important role to manage to process the data and pull back the data from the database. It is used for authentication or authorization purpose. After that, after processing the data, it will passes back the request to the controller. Controller passes the request, passes the appropriate response to the view. This is the view part where we can give the what the user is going to see in browser. After presentation of this view part, it will passes back the request to the user, that is client. This way we can analyze the MVC architecture using this typical restaurant example. After we'll start discussing about this struts model. Mainly, struts has struts is a MVC framework that is more flexible and maintainability or extensibility application development. struts, let's focus mainly on the MVC pattern, that is model, controller and view components. Model components acts as the interface to the data and the business service for an application, for an web application. But controller does not know about what the does not worry about the model component, because it controller acts as an interface between the model and the view component. Model comes with different forms as simple as Java Bean. This is Bean model, Java Bean, and it is also plays very important role for manipulating your data and for various purposes. And next one is about the view part. View is about presentation, what the user sees in the browser. That is the information provided by the controller to the JSP, that is view page, that the information can see in the browser. Mainly the view component is also a part of the MVC architecture to generate a response to the client browser. View part. Mainly the view contains JSP pages or HTML static files. And we start discussing about the controller. At the core of the MVC architecture, controller architecture, controller part. Controller plays an important role to receive a request from the client browser and process the data and sends appropriate request to the business logic. Model, here we declare model plays a role as a business logic. I will discuss more detail in the next session about model. The controller serves as a logical connection between the model layer and as well as view layer. After that, this figure shows the activity of typical request. In this struts. What is the typical request where it comes from and how it will generate a response to the client. First, the request goes to the struts infrastructure controller, where struts infrastructure controller that it will which uses the servlet which uses the struts configuration file to determine which action object should be invoked. This action object is consulting the path in the action mapping. If the action comes from it determines the action mapping from the URL. Does action have a form? If the action has associated with a form, then it will creates a form bin here. Located in a namespace. A form bin here. This form bin is populated with data from the request parameters. After the populating the bean from the bean, it will calls the validate method. Here, validate method returns action errors object. Action errors object is typically a form bin, typically a form of from the user to correct the request. If the errors from the validate method is not empty, then action method execute method will be generated by the controller and dispatch it to the action forward. If the action method is empty, then dispatch to the input page. This way, the activity of typical request starts going through. And we discussing about this detailed view of MVC architecture in struts. First, the client browser sends a request or event through HTTP request, and that after that controller process the request and dispatches to the appropriate request to the business logic. The business logic update the get and get all lists of requests. It will start generating back to the view part. View part is for presentation logic. And after that render the HTTP response, generate the response to the client browser. This way, the MVC is implemented in struts. So we mainly have this two configuration files in struts. Mainly the struts configuration file. Struts related configuration is done in the struts configuration file, that is action mappings. Action mapping is defines the mapping of URI of the incoming request to the specific action class. We start discussing about each part of controller, each part of struts here. So MVC architecture. First one is the controller. Controller is the action servlet we are using in MVC. Controller plays a important role for processing the data, receiving the request from the client browser and process the data and sends back the response to the appropriate view and generates the response in an HTTP response to the client browser. This way the controller plays an important role here. This figure shows the controller component. This figure shows the MVC architecture, and the components has a number of events here. First one is controller has action servlet and actions. What is action? Action servlet plays as a controller. It's focused mainly on the processing the request. It processes the request. It also pulls the data from the model layer to access the data for specific application. And also the action class. Action class is also a Java class that will execute it from the validate method if a form bean is created or located in the action class. Action class is mainly focused on the flow control of data, and also we will start discussing about the model. Model defines the internal state of the system, and it also defines the business logic that manages the state of the system. Model contains mainly the Java beans. Java bean is also a instance of the servlet, action servlet that will be mapping in the servlet struts configuration file. In the Java model mainly divided into two concepts. First one is internal state of the system, and the second one is the business logic that can change the state. And also we have Java beans and enterprise Java beans. Model can be differ for different applications. Like we are using here Java beans. Second one is the enterprise Java beans, EJBs and POJOs. That is plain old Java objects, and JDBO and JDBC. JDBC is for connectivity purpose from the Java objects, from the Java classes to the database. And finally, we start discussing about the Java beans and its scope. We mainly have 3 or 4 types of Java beans, like page Java beans, and request, session, and lastly the application. Page is visible within the one single JSP page that will manage for the lifetime of current request. Second one is the request Java bean. It is also visible within the one single JSP, but to generate the response and to generate the request and response to the client. And this session visible to all JSPs and servlets in an application for the lifetime of a current request. But application Java bean is also visible to all JSPs and all JSPs and servlets for an application, for a main application. JSP beans and servlets in the Java web application share the same sets of bean components, bean collections. We start discussing about view components. View components mainly contains JSP pages and HTML pages and custom tags also. JSP files which you write for an application that will be gives the user a presentation what he sees in the client side. That is it also a set of custom tag libraries, and also the CSS we can use in the HTML tags. It also works with the with the controller part, controller servlet. Action forward object tells the servlet controller within the JSP page which JSP page is going to dispatch to. JSP page use action form beans to get the output model to display. This way, in the view components we mainly contain JSP page and the HTML pages. We have another configuration file which is used to develop any web application using struts, mainly the web.xml file, that is deployment descriptor configuration file. It mainly configures the action servlet mappings. It's about the servlet mappings, and it is also provides the settings for configuration to specific application. Maybe it is also a resource file for init parameter. It is also used for initialization and cleaning up of resources. WebDot is stored mainly in the WebINF, WebINF folder in the main application. This is all about the struts and the MVC architecture. And thank you.